The ocean covers most of our planet, yet it remains the least explored region on Earth. It's a place of endless depth, crushing pressure, and haunting silence. A world so alien that even our most advanced technology can only touch its edges. And within this dark abyss lie secrets that defy logic, strange events that science still cannot explain. From mysterious underwater sounds to glowing seas and vanishing vessels. These are the 10 most disturbing sea phenomena that continue to baffle scientists across the world. It all begins with one of the most famous oceanic mysteries ever recorded, the Bloop. In 1997, scientists from a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration detected a powerful sound deep beneath the Pacific Ocean. It was so loud it was picked up by sensors thousands of miles apart. The sound, now known as the Bloop, was unlike anything ever heard before. It didn't match the pattern of earthquakes, volcanic activity, or known sea creatures. Its frequency resembled a biological source, yet no known living organism could possibly be that massive. Some believed it was caused by the fracturing of icebergs in Antarctica, while others suspected it was something alive, something enormous lurking in the deep. Decades later, the true origin of the Bloop remains a mystery, echoing through the depths as a haunting reminder that we have no idea what truly moves beneath the waves. Another mystery lies in the icy waters of the Baltic Sea, the Baltic Sea Anomaly. In 2011, divers searching for a shipwreck came across something extraordinary, a massive, disc-shaped structure resting on the ocean floor. It appeared almost artificial, with smooth, geometric patterns and sharp edges, unlike any natural rock formation. Sonar images revealed a circular object nearly 60 meters wide, connected to what looked like a long runway or trail. Speculations spread like wildfire. Was it a crashed UFO, a secret Nazi structure, or simply a geological formation sculpted by nature? Even after numerous dives and studies, scientists have failed to reach a consensus. Whatever it is, the Baltic Sea Anomaly sits quietly in the dark, a frozen enigma waiting for answers that never come. Not all ocean mysteries are hidden. Some can be seen from space. Sailors have long told stories of the Milky Sea's phenomenon, vast stretches of ocean that glow at night with an unearthly blue light. For centuries, it was dismissed as legend. But in recent years, satellites have confirmed their existence. Glowing patches covering thousands of square kilometers, illuminating the waves as if the ocean itself were alive. Scientists believe bioluminescent bacteria may be responsible, but the scale and sudden appearance of these glowing seas remain unexplained. How can microscopic life light up entire oceans for days, even weeks? No one knows. The Milky Seas are nature's silent light shows, breathtaking, mysterious, and beyond our understanding. Then there is the Binnacle, often called the icy finger of death. Deep beneath polar ice, when supercold brine leaks into seawater, it sinks like a ghostly spiral, freezing everything it touches. Captured on film for the first time in Antarctica, the Binnacle descends slowly from the ice ceiling, creating a deadly frozen trap. Every starfish and sea urchin in its path turns to ice in seconds. It's a terrifying reminder of the strange, deadly beauty hidden in our oceans, a natural phenomenon so rare, it looks almost supernatural. Few mysteries have captured human imagination like the Bermuda Triangle. Stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, this region has been blamed for the disappearance of dozens of ships and aircraft over the last century. Flight 19, the USS Cyclops, and countless others vanished without a trace, leaving behind only static radio calls and silence. Scientists have proposed methane gas eruptions, magnetic anomalies, and sudden storms as explanations, yet none fully account for the strange vanishings and complete loss of debris. Is the Bermuda Triangle a natural hazard zone, or something beyond our current understanding of physics and nature? The ocean isn't telling. Off the coast of Japan lies another ocean mystery, the underwater crop circles. discovered by divers near Amami, Oshima. These intricate circular patterns in the sand are perfectly geometric, almost mechanical in precision. For years, no one could explain their origin. When finally observed over time, it was revealed that a small species of pufferfish created them, shaping the sand to attract mates. But even now, scientists are astonished at their complexity. How could such a small fish design patterns so mathematically precise, so symmetrical? It looks engineered. Nature's hidden artist, a mystery in plain sight. Another phenomenon defying explanation are the vanishing whirlpools of the ocean. Massive spinning vortices appear suddenly in calm waters, powerful enough to drag ships and debris into the depths. And then, just as quickly, they vanish. Unlike typical whirlpools caused by tides or currents, these oceanic vortices seem to arise from nowhere, sometimes in open sea, far from any coastline. Satellite data has shown massive circular flows hundreds of kilometers wide, moving independently, carrying warm and cold water in strange, shifting patterns. Scientists are only beginning to understand their role in ocean circulation, yet their unpredictability and power remain disturbing. Deep in the world's darkest point, the Mariana Trench, explorers have reported strange, flickering lights moving far below their submersibles. Nearly 11,000 meters deep, sunlight never reaches this place. No known creature should emit light that strong. But multiple teams have captured brief, glowing movements, sometimes blue, sometimes white, far beyond the reach of any known bioluminescent species. Could these lights be reflections, unknown life forms, or geological events? No one knows for certain. In the deepest trench on Earth, the impossible seems almost normal. Then come the mysterious underwater sounds known as Julia and Slow Down. Recorded by NOAA in the early 1990s, these deep, resonant noises echoed across thousands of kilometers of ocean. Julia sounded like something massive moving through water. Slow Down resembled a long, drawn-out groan, as if the planet itself was sighing. Both were biological in pattern, yet no known creature could produce them. Some scientists attribute them to ice movements or seafloor shifts, but others believe they could be signals of something alive, something colossal and unseen. And finally, there are the missing submarine signals. Throughout history, naval forces around the world have lost submarines under mysterious circumstances. In calm seas, with no enemy contact and no mechanical failure, entire vessels simply vanished. Radio signals stopped mid-transmission. No wreckage, no oil slicks, no survivors. From a USS Scorpion to the Russian Kursk and several others unrecorded, the ocean has swallowed them whole, their fates unknown. Even in the age of sonar and satellite tracking, the ocean still holds its secrets tight. The sea is ancient, powerful, and still largely untouched by human understanding. For every explanation we discover, new questions emerge from the depths. Perhaps some of these mysteries will one day be solved, or perhaps they are meant to remain hidden, forever drifting in the dark, silent heart of the world's last true frontier. The deeper we go, the stranger it becomes. Beneath the calm surface of the ocean lies a realm where human logic fades away, where pressure can crush steel, light cannot survive, and sound travels farther than thought. And within this black silence are phenomena that make even seasoned oceanographers question everything they know about nature. One of the most disturbing mysteries comes from the frozen edges of the world, a strange underwater sound known as the upsweep. First detected in 1991, this eerie, rhythmic hum pulses continuously across the Pacific Ocean, rising and falling in a haunting pattern. It doesn't resemble the call of any sea creature, nor does it match volcanic or tectonic activity. It appears seasonally, as if something beneath the surface awakens and then returns to silence. Some scientists have speculated that it could be the shifting of seafloor lava. Others whisper of something mechanical, an ancient machine buried beneath the abyss. To this day, the upsweep continues to echo through the deep, its source still unknown. In another corner of the sea, explorers have found what appears to be underwater ruins, entire structures that seem built by intelligent hands. One of the most famous examples lies off the coast of Japan, the Yonaguni Monument. Discovered in 1986, this massive rock formation features steps, pillars, and terraces resembling a submerged city. Some believe it's a natural formation shaped by currents and erosion. But the precision of the angles, the straight walls, and carved stairways tell a different story. Could it be the remains of an ancient civilization lost to rising seas thousands of years ago? If true, Yonaguni could rewrite history, proof that human civilization is far older than we think. Yet scientists remain divided, and the monument continues to rest silently in the blue twilight, half temple, half tomb. Equally unsettling are the reports of underwater rivers, streams of dense, salty brine that flow along the seafloor as if they were rivers within the sea. Found in the Gulf of Mexico and the Black Sea, these liquid rivers have banks, waterfalls, and even currents strong enough to carry sediment and debris. Divers who enter them describe a strange, dreamlike scene, swimming through one ocean only to find another below it. These rivers are so dense that they can suffocate marine life instantly. Scientists can explain the chemistry, but not the strange sensation of standing on the ocean floor and watching a river flow beneath your feet. It's as if two worlds exist at once, separated only by salt, time, and mystery. Another phenomenon that defies explanation is known as the hum of the deep. Fishermen and sailors across the globe have reported hearing a low-frequency vibration echoing through their ships, a sound that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere. Cities like Bristol, Taos, and Auckland have documented versions of this hum on land, but deep-sea recordings suggest that a similar tone resonates from the ocean floor. No one knows what creates it. Some suggest deep-sea volcanic activity. Others believe it could be biological or even artificial, perhaps remnants of military sonar experiments gone wrong. But for those who have heard it in the middle of the night, far from any shore, it feels like the ocean itself is alive and breathing. And then there are the ghost ships, vessels found drifting across the waves, perfectly intact, but completely deserted. One of the most famous cases is the SS Arang Medan, a Dutch ship reportedly found in the 1940s in the Strait of Malacca. When rescuers boarded her, they discovered the entire crew dead, frozen in terror, eyes wide open, arms reaching toward the sky. No injuries, no signs of struggle. Moments later, the ship exploded and sank to the bottom. To this day, no records of the Arang Medan exist in official registries, leaving historians to wonder if the story was covered up or if something far more sinister happened that day at sea. Whether real or legend, the tale remains one of the ocean's most chilling mysteries, a warning whispered by waves. In 2018, researchers captured something even stranger, a massive underwater object moving beneath the Antarctic ice. Sonar scans detected an enormous, solid structure drifting slowly under the frozen surface, hundreds of meters long. Its shape was smooth, metallic, and geometrically perfect, unlike any known iceberg or geological feature. Some speculated it could be an ancient meteor buried in ice. Others believed it was artificial, a relic of something lost long before humans walked the earth. But the data was quickly classified by authorities, and the expedition never returned to the same site. The Antarctic waters are silent again, but the mystery lingers. What exactly is hiding under that endless sheet of white? Other explorers speak of sounds beneath the Arctic ice, crackling, clicking, mechanical noises that seem to respond to sonar pulses. Submarines have reported following what appeared to be moving sources of sound, intelligent, fast, and unpredictable. The Russians once named it quacker, after the sound of a duck it seemed to mimic. But the quackers moved at incredible speeds, sometimes circling submarines before disappearing completely. No technology, no marine species known to science can do this. To this day, The phenomenon remains classified by several navies around the world, known only to those who have heard firsthand. Perhaps the most chilling mysteries of all are the disappearances that leave no trace. Fishermen vanish overnight. Entire cargo ships go missing, only to be found years later floating aimlessly, their crews gone. In 2007, the yacht Kaz 2 was discovered off the coast of Australia. It was perfectly operational, engines running, food on the table, coffee still warm. But the 3 men aboard had vanished without a sound. No struggle, no sign of foul play, no distress call. Just silence. Investigations concluded nothing. The ocean took them and gave no reason why. Our technology grows more advanced each year. Yet the mysteries of the ocean remain untouched. No other place on Earth is so vast, so alien, or so unknowable. The sea hides not only the history of our planet, but perhaps the history of everything that came before us. Every sound, every shadow, every unexplained event might be a clue or a warning about forces far beyond human understanding. Maybe deep beneath the waves, something ancient still stirs, something that has been here long before us and will remain long after we're gone. The deeper we explore, the less we know, and maybe that's exactly how the ocean wants it. The ocean is ancient, older than the continents, older than life on land itself. It has witnessed the birth and death of worlds, carried the remains of civilizations long forgotten, and preserved secrets too vast for the human mind to hold. Every expedition reveals something new, and yet, the deeper we go, the stranger the discoveries become. In the Indian Ocean, near the coast of Mauritius, researchers discovered a strange, hidden layer buried beneath volcanic rock, fragments of an ancient continent scientists now call Mauritia. Trapped beneath the waves, these remnants are billions of years old, older even than India itself. Geologists can explain the age, but not the way the rocks appear. As if a landmass once stood where now there is only sea. Was it destroyed by shifting tectonic plates, or did it sink suddenly, like the lost lands spoken of in myth? Stories of Lemuria and Atlantis have been told for centuries, dismissed as fantasy. Yet science now uncovers evidence that such submerged continents may have truly existed. The line between legend and reality grows thinner with every dive. In another part of the world, divers have recorded eerie whispering sounds deep beneath the sea. They come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Faint, echoing murmurs like voices carried through water. Some say it's the sound of trapped air pockets shifting inside ancient caves. Others claim it's sonar interference from unknown submarines. But a few have heard it describe something far more unsettling. Patterns within the noise, as if the whispers are communicating, repeating rhythms and frequencies not found in nature. Could the ocean itself be alive in ways we don't understand? Could it be speaking? And then there are the blood-red tides, a natural event that seems anything but. Across coastal regions of the world, the sea sometimes turns crimson, glowing under the moonlight with a sickly red hue. Known as red tides, these blooms of bioluminescent algae can poison marine life and darken entire coastlines. But scientists remain puzzled by how they form so suddenly and vanish without trace. Ancient cultures once saw them as omens, warnings of disaster or death. Today, we know more about the chemistry, but not the timing. The sea decides when to reveal its fury and when to fall silent again. Beneath the Antarctic, there lies an even greater mystery, a hidden network of liquid lakes buried beneath miles of ice. Lake Vostok, the largest of them all, has been sealed off from the surface for at least 15 million years. When Russian scientists finally drilled through the ice, they found something alive, microscopic organisms that had adapted to complete isolation, darkness, and pressure. No sunlight, no oxygen, no contact with the outside world. Yet somehow life endured. Some biologists now believe that if such life can exist beneath our own ice sheets, it could also thrive in the frozen oceans of other worlds, on Europa, Enceladus, or beyond. Our oceans may be the key to understanding life in the universe itself. In the deepest trenches, machines have recorded massive moving shadows, shapes so large they block out sonar scans. They move slowly, deliberately, like whales the size of mountains. And yet, no evidence of such creatures has ever been found. Some researchers suggest these readings are technical errors caused by pressure or distortion. But others, quietly, cautiously, admit that the ocean is vast enough to hide beings we have never seen, never imagined. After all, over 90% of marine species remain undiscovered. For every creature we name, there could be thousands we've never met. Then there are the sounds of the deep trenches, clicks, groans, and pulses so powerful they travel for thousands of kilometers. Some resemble the calls of living creatures. Others echo like the engines of impossible machines. Every year, hydrophones record hundreds of unidentified noises, cataloged but never explained. Some are singular, one-time events that never repeat. It's as if the ocean occasionally speaks, then falls silent again for decades. Throughout history, humanity has treated the ocean as both a resource and a mystery. We've mapped the stars before we've mapped the sea. And perhaps there's a reason for that. The sea does not reveal itself easily. It hides what it wishes to hide, not out of malice, but out of nature's ancient instinct to protect its deepest truths. Every time we descend into it, we are reminded that Earth is not truly ours. We are visitors in a world that existed long before us and will exist long after. So what do we truly know about the ocean? We know that it sustains us, feeds us, and shapes our weather. We know that it hides entire mountain ranges, rivers, volcanoes, and worlds unseen. We know that it is still evolving, still changing, still alive. But beyond that, everything is mystery. A liquid cosmos beneath our feet, hiding ancient secrets, forgotten species, and perhaps the echoes of civilizations long lost. Until the day we uncover every corner of the deep, the ocean will remain Earth's final frontier, a place where science ends and legend begins. The deeper you go, the less human the ocean becomes. Light fades, sound distorts, pressure builds until steel bends and time itself seems to slow. In this eternal darkness, reality begins to twist, and things exist that should not. What we call mystery, the ocean calls home. For centuries, sailors have reported strange occurrences in the middle of open water, waves that rise out of nowhere, towering higher than any ship. These were once dismissed as sailors' tales, until modern instruments proved they were real. They are called rogue waves, walls of water as high as 10-story buildings, striking without warning. They appear suddenly, in calm seas, destroying massive ships in seconds, then vanishing as if they never existed. No storm, no pattern, no reason. Scientists still struggle to understand how such waves form, or why they sometimes appear where no known physics can predict them. To those who have seen them, rogue waves are the ocean's silent weapons, reminders that the sea obeys no rule but its own. But waves aren't the only things rising from the deep. Across the Pacific, strange underwater fireballs have been reported, glowing orbs moving beneath the surface, faster than any submarine. Fishermen from Japan to Chile have described seeing them darting in straight lines, turning sharply and disappearing into the abyss. Some call them sea lights. Others think they're plasma phenomena caused by unknown magnetic reactions. Yet the same type of glowing object has also been seen from orbiting satellites, hundreds of meters below the surface. What they are, no one knows. If they are natural, they are unlike anything we've recorded. If they are artificial, then something else may be sharing this planet with us, hidden beneath the sea. Another disturbing enigma lies within the Black Sea, where explorers have discovered entire cities buried underwater. Perfectly preserved stone walls, staircases, and pottery still intact after thousands of years. Carbon dating suggests they were once thriving coastal settlements before a cataclysmic flood swallowed them around 7,500 years ago. Scientists believe this event may have inspired ancient flood myths, including the story of Noah's Ark. But what caused it? Did an asteroid strike? Did tectonic shifts suddenly unleash trapped waters from the Mediterranean? Or was it something humanity witnessed, survived, and then remembered as divine punishment? The evidence points to a global disaster, one powerful enough to alter the course of civilization. In the Caribbean, divers have found geometric stone paths stretching across the seafloor, known as the Bimini Road. Some believe it's a natural limestone formation. Others, including early researchers, claimed it was part of Atlantis, a lost city swallowed by the ocean ages ago. The stones form precise right angles, aligned like roads or walls, leading nowhere. No one can agree if it's nature's work or the ruins of something forgotten. But the stones remain there, unmoving, waiting, as if guarding a truth the world isn't ready to remember. There are also the mysterious black holes of the sea, giant circular voids where water appears to swirl endlessly downward. Satellite images have shown these formations moving across the ocean, absorbing smaller currents around them. They aren't whirlpools, and they aren't storms. They're called oceanic eddies, massive rotating fields of energy that behave like invisible planets, with their own gravity-like pull. They trap heat, nutrients, and sometimes even living organisms, holding them for years before releasing them again. We can measure them, but we can't control them. Vast, slow-moving systems that remind us the ocean has its own heartbeat, its own weather, its own life. And then, there are the things that fall from the sky into the ocean and are never seen again. Every year, satellites detect objects, metallic, structured, fast, entering the ocean without impact explosions or debris trails. These so-called transmedium anomalies move through air, water, and back again, defying the limits of physics. The U.S. Navy has confirmed several such encounters, yet offers no explanation. Could these be experimental crafts, natural phenomena, or something beyond human technology? The ocean swallows all evidence. It is the perfect hiding place, endless, silent, and unknowable. At the edges of our maps lie vast trenches we've never explored. Some are deeper than Mount Everest is tall. In these depths, robotic probes have recorded strange geometric formations, symmetrical shapes, almost like carvings. At first, scientists thought they were camera glitches or reflections, until they appeared again in the same place years apart. No creature has been seen near them. No geological process explains them. Whatever they are ancient, and they wait, untouched, far beyond the reach of sunlight or science. The ocean is not empty. It's alive, not just with creatures, but with energy, movement, and memory. It remembers everything that has ever fallen into it. Ships, cities, even souls. We think of it as water, but perhaps it's something far older, far more aware. A living archive of the earth itself. Every ripple carries a whisper of the past. Every current hides a secret still untold. The more we study it, the less we understand. Every discovery brings new questions, new impossibilities. It's as if the ocean allows us to learn just enough to remind us how small we are. And then, just when we think we understand, it changes its rhythm, its shape, its rules. Some say the ocean hides answers about our origins, that life itself began in its depths. If that is true, then perhaps it also holds our end. The sea is both cradle and grave, the first breath and the final silence. And as long as we live above it, looking down into its darkness, it will always remind us of one thing, that no matter how far we advance, there are places we are not meant to reach, and truths we are not ready to know. The sea is not just a body of water. It is memory. It is history written in silence. Every current carries the breath of 1,000 storms. Every wave whispers the stories of those who came before us, explorers, wanderers, dreamers, and the lost. For centuries, we have feared the ocean, and rightly so. It has swallowed entire fleets, erased empires, and hidden the ruins of worlds beneath its shifting floor. We build ships to cross it, machines to study it, weapons to rule over it. But still, it humbles us. No matter how far we sail, the sea always reminds us that we are guests upon its surface, not masters of its depths. There are places we will never touch, valleys deeper than light, mountains taller than we can imagine, trenches where no sound escapes. Down there, in that crushing blackness, time moves differently. The laws of life and death bend. Strange creatures glow in colors no human eye was meant to see. Some have never known sunlight, never seen a surface. They live in eternal night, in silence older than civilization itself. And among them, there are things we cannot classify, movements without form, sounds without source, lights that respond as if aware. Perhaps these are the ocean's way of speaking to us, or perhaps they are its defenses, meant to keep its oldest secrets safe. For if we were ever to truly understand what lies beneath, would we be ready for the truth? Science has tried to explain it, the sounds, the lights, the vanishings, the anomalies, and sometimes it succeeds. But other times, the explanations feel small, incomplete, as if we're describing a shadow without knowing what casts it. The ocean has existed for 4 billion years. Human civilization, barely 10,000. We are new here, fragile and loud, chasing answers in a place that speaks only in whispers. Maybe some mysteries are meant to be solved. Maybe the sea keeps its secrets not out of cruelty, but out of mercy. Because some truths are too vast, too ancient, to fit inside the human mind. Every discovery we make in the ocean changes who we are. Every mystery we uncover reminds us of our limits. And yet, we keep diving deeper, reaching further, chasing light into darkness. Because somewhere in that endless blue, we feel a connection, a quiet voice that calls us home. The sea gave us life. It shapes our world, our weather, even our hearts. It is the pulse beneath our planet, the unseen rhythm that binds all living things. And though it can destroy us in moments, it also sustains us, forever pulling us back, wave after wave, tide after tide. We stare into its depths and see not only mystery, but reflection, the reflection of ourselves, our curiosity, our fear, our longing for the unknown. Because what we fear most about the ocean is not what's in it. It's that it reminds us of the unknown within us, the parts of our own existence we still don't understand. So the ocean keeps its silence. It watches. It remembers. And when it speaks, in whispers, in waves, in sounds that shake the deep, it tells us only this, that there are still places on this earth untouched by human hands, still mysteries too ancient to name, and still truths waiting, patient, in the darkness below. Until then, the ocean remains our greatest secret, a mirror to the cosmos, a cradle of creation, and the last frontier we may never truly conquer. The ocean still keeps its secrets, hidden beneath miles of silence and time. We've searched its depths, listened to its whispers, but what we've found is only the beginning, because some mysteries were never meant to be solved, only felt. If you believe there are still places left in this world that defy explanation, then join us as we continue to uncover the secrets buried beneath the waves and beyond.